Hey everybody, we are checking in with Defense Grid 2 today. As you might be able to tell, this is the sequel to the original Defense Grid Awakening. Came out for the PC, Steam, and Xbox Live Arcade several years ago on PC and a few years ago on Xbox Live Arcade, and today we are checking out the Kickstarter beta that just came out for, I believe it's everybody that backed it but didn't specifically pay for the first access to the beta. As you can tell, there are no options here, and there are no co-op or multiplayer options that will be in the final version. Right now, all they have to offer is just 2 missions, right? And so we're just gonna hop in. I'm playing with an Xbox 360 controller. It also supports keyboard and mouse. As you can see, they got a couple different sort of challenge modes going along with a bunch of different difficulties. We're gonna play on hard. I played normal earlier and was able to get through these 2 levels pretty easily. Some of this stuff isn't explained right now just because it's beta. So they haven't had the opportunity to do tutorials or anything like that. The launcher has some like FAQ and tutorial stuff if you really want to, for those of you that might have access to it. For everybody else, that's going to be in the final game once it's all put together, but we're going to hop in. If you don't know Defense Grid at all, it's a tower defense game. Sort of one of the early ones, especially on PC. Certainly one of the most popular out there. I would put it in my list for like top 3 tower defense games out there, along with like Pixel Junk Monsters and probably Plants vs. Zombies.
Some new tricks to learn with DG2. I have no doubt you'll get the hang of it.
So yeah, we still got the narrator from the original game. This is a level that, when I first played this, I was sort of fooled by this area, wondering what the heck this was all about. But you'll see what's going on there. If you look at the HUD, you can tell right up top in the middle, you can see sort of the waves that are coming up, what's going to be in them. We got 20 waves for this specific mission. We got a number of cores which are over here. The one thing I don't like about this version right now is it shows you where the enemies are going to go right to it, but not when they're going to go back. This level's a bit it's not a big deal for this level because they're going to go here and go right back out. But as you might know if you played the previous game, there will sometimes be multiple entrances, multiple exits, and some that are, separate, where they're going in one way and coming out a different way. But right now, we got access to a bunch of different towers. These all seem to be ones from the original game. Nothing really all that new. And just a little hint, this is a sort of maze tower defense game, so your best chance of actually beating the levels is to give the AI the longest path possible to get through. So here we're gonna put guns, Inferno. These are fire flamethrower towers. I'll shoot at them, put some more guns. And as you can see, the path that they're going to walk is going to be streamlined. Sort of change as you put down towers. Right now these first few are going to be pretty easy to get through. This is supposed to go up. I know that part. Laser. Oh yeah, you can turn off the health bars if you want on the enemies. Trying to think of everything else I could think of.
We now track both resources and score. Resources will go up and down as we spend them, but score only goes
Yeah, and as I looked at the change log for the most recent update, they changed the scoring a bit. I didn't really understand it because I haven't played the previous versions.
I see how this works. Our towers get a boost in height and abilities.
Yeah, they got a booster that will make your towers more powerful. Should they get to that part? It's supposed to raise up. Let's see if I can get it to go. Yeah, because I built this when I first played it. I built a maze going down this way, then up this way, sort of forcing them to take a pretty long path. Then this all of a sudden popped up and showed a completely different path they could have taken. But maybe because I'm playing on hard, it changed it? I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Let me see. Temporal is always good. That'll slow down the enemies. Which will help once I start getting this path built. As I'm playing, the resources, which is sort of my currency, increases along with getting some of that stuff when you kill the enemies. So I think so. I don't think I'm actually getting any money for beating these enemies. I think you only get them for beating the bigger guys. I could be wrong about that. It could be something that changes. I think right now this beta is mainly for testing out this, testing it out on more, builds out there. See what sort of rigs people have that sort of goes outside of the ones they've been able to test internally in their limited beta test stuff.
Looks like we've got some new alien breeds to deal with. No matter, as long as they die just like the old ones.
And we got a bunch going through. So that's a little bit harder. I didn't let any aliens in until one of these later ones where we got some big enemies.
Oh my, you've got some extra room now. It was getting a bit tight there, wasn't it?
And these laser towers have really good range. There we go.
You can really stretch them out now.
We want temporal right here. Slow them down as they go around. And as you kill the enemies, they come when they get past your defenses, they come over here, pick up these cores, start carrying them back. And if they get over here to, say, next to some other guys, they'll essentially pass it along. And that's where you can start losing a lot of ground and sort of getting into a really bad spot if you're not careful. Let's see, gun, Inferno, nice little bit of variety would be good. Okay, see now this is appeared now. So now I can sell that. There, now it's going to let me do this to force them to go up here. Inferno. I got a gun up here. So I want to sell this tower. Oh yeah, much like the original defense grid, I can hit the bumpers to go into fast forward, so you don't necessarily have to sit through, long waves. when you know you're gonna destroy them, which is a nice thing to have. Nice to not have to necessarily rely on having to sit through the same stuff if that's your preference. Inferno. Yes, we got a bunch of guys coming through here. Inferno, Inferno, Inferno. So let's turn on that just to see what's going to go. Yeah, so this level is sort of a classic style of defense grid map, where you got sort of long twisty paths and some spots to put towers. So to try and take these guys out in as efficient of a manner as you can. You know, it's never going to be perfect. At least on these harder difficulties. Especially not the first time through, but I've got a good setup going here. And this may not necessarily be the best sort of balance, at least right now, but you know, there are the other challenge modes. One, I forget what the other one does, is adds a ton of monsters to it, so you have a lot to worry about in that department. Lasers all the time. Lasers are always good. Temporal. Laser. Inferno. Laser burns enemies. So even after they sort of stop shooting it, it burns for a little while. Fire does the same thing, but it doesn't... I'm not sure it necessarily does the burn effect on it. As you can see, some here, like, many guys getting past here. And one guy that came back here was still on fire. And that. Big cannon, nice beach path. What's this thing? That's supposed to be cannon? Maybe I build a booster on there? Overcharge. Okay, I guess that's the booster on that. Okay, I understand. I don't know why I built a booster on there. I don't need it. And yeah, as you might expect, you can upgrade. And when you do that, you have to wait for the tower to sort of retreat back in its little hole and upgrade. And depending on what the tower is, you know, it'll increase range, the rate of fire, the attack. Yeah, so we got this on lockdown pretty much. The one thing I don't see so far is sort of a little profile thing where you could say, you know, tell me more about this enemy, what his strengths and weaknesses are. You know, let me research this a little bit more. Because right now, basically, I know some of these are from the previous games. Basically, so far, just having good variety of towers really helps out. Yeah, I believe killing these guys will get you some actual added resources. While these guys don't give you much of anything. So since you get resources just for continuing to fight, though we're on the last wave, so we're not getting any more resources. Let's turn this up. Fast forward. Let's get the death march going. Oh, it's really nice. They do a nice thing with the audio, as you can hear here. You can hear all the chaos and all that. If I go to another part of the map, well, it's quiet. You know, there's not much going on over here. These things are just spinning around, going nuts, searching for enemies. Yeah, these guys have nodes. Yeah, see right there, that just passed it on to the next guy. And if that kills them, it's going to, that thing didn't make it, did it? Yes, you can move the camera around a bit. Okay, we won. And they give you a nice amount of stats here. So to show you where you made all those towers. What else? Shows you the scoring needed to get certain medals. And a bunch of other stats. And so, that's the first level. We'll show you the second one, which is sort of more open level design. Again, much like you probably would have seen in the original defense grid. Really fast loading. There we go. I like this view. This is sort of your command ship that's coming in here. Yeah. Well, I don't know what all this stuff is. Port Sentinel, Starboard Sentinel, Rotunda. Seems like you can make some additional things. Some additional spots. Oh. That thing just popped out. Interesting. Oh, crap. Enemies are pouring in. Gun. Gun. Lock. No, no. Well, I just might have screwed myself by doing that. There we go. So yeah, here's one of the issues I had is this shows the arrow going in. Doesn't tell you that they're going to go out the same way. And there's no HUD element saying this is coming in, coming out on this side. Just build all the guns. Kill them all now. Okay, yeah, so we're going to restart this. So yeah, I never messed with the command unit. Here, and I know not to. So yeah, that's sort of how you don't prepare the right way when you're starting. You can screw yourself over that way. So here we're gonna actually prepare. Essentially just try and block off their path. Give them as long of a path as we can make it. And so you can get 3 different sort of views. Get this overhead view, move around more quickly, zoom in just to watch the action. So here I'll show you the path I made when I was building this out. Essentially here I want to make this as long as possible. As you can see, we got this whole big ring coming around here, so I want to get a maze built. Force them to go around here, through here, and all that good stuff. Yeah, dead, dead, dead. And so just from what I can see so far, this game looks really nice. Really nice look to it. The original looked pretty good, but it definitely showed as a sort of an older game. Everything here looks real nice and sharp. With that temporal, because that will slow them down. Yeah, there we go. So now here I want to build another path going this way. Yeah, so right here I'm especially going to be using a lot of guns just because that's what is cheapest and fastest to build. And already I'm getting a nice bit of mileage out of this stuff. Okay, and I think after every wave I beat, I get added added resources, so it's not just on killing the enemies individually. It's finishing off the wave. Yeah, look at that. Just death march right through all that stuff. Might get a cannon here. Got a cannon. Maybe another temporal tower. So right now it's going really well. We've got 20 waves to go. And here you can see the sound thing I was telling you about. It's nice and quiet over here. You're focusing on all this stuff. Come back. Oh, it's still going on. Temporal. And so now what I gotta do here is build a gun. It's gonna block this path. Force them to go this way. And that's one of the speed units. The temporal just negated that thing. Done, and now they're going to go this way. And block that, so now it's got to go around this way. All the way around here. Of course I'm going to block this, just to be a jerk to them. Now they're going to want to go all the way around here. Of course I'm still going to be a jerk. Oh, I can't be a jerk to shit. There we go. I'm going to build a little maze here. All lasers all the time. Those lasers are good. So they got to go all the way around this, all the way around this. Through here. It's going to be nice and quiet, and then boom, then quiet, and then boom, and all through here. That's a good strategy right there for this game. Yep. Okay. Well, I got enough to build a cannon here. Oh yeah, the only downside is that these things got a long path to go too. So when I killed those guys earlier, then altered all the paths, this stuff has to obey by the same laws. So we got, what, 6 cores that are messing around over there. And so when I first played this on normal, I was still building out my maze by the time I was pretty much done. So I don't expect that to be the case on hard, but as you saw earlier, just good strategy will get you through hard just as easily as it did before. Yeah, just look at that. Just death maze. And using good variety of towers means, you know, enemies that are particularly strong against one type have, you know, a bunch of another to go through. It's very solid tactical strategy here. So here I'm just going to go all in on the lasers because they burn. And if enemies are particularly strong against that, there's just going to be a million of these laser towers to make sure that's not a big deal. And so the green tower challenge, you know, doesn't let you level up any towers, which, you know, as you can see, is not a big deal for this one. You know, 'cause just being limited to the level 1 towers isn't a big deal when you got a million of them. And you're just going to beat them by sheer numbers. Yeah, nice quiet over here. Just have fun, make some more mazes. I really like this type of tower defense game. Really stresses your ability to assess the level you're looking at, assess sort of the upcoming waves, knowing what's going to be coming. Right now I don't think we have any sort of air enemies at this point, so we don't have to worry about air towers. I don't think we have any air towers. I don't think so. Laser light show over here. Look at all that. That's really nice. Yeah, so it was really cool with the Kickstarter for this. Their base goal for that was to get some expansion at least one expansion for the original game. And if it did well enough, it's going to lead to, you know, a full sequel. And I think they just got the expansion done just in time for the Kickstarter to end. So unfortunately that meant, you know, this wasn't going to happen. But then they made a deal with, was it 505 Games? And so now they're doing the PS4, Xbox One, and PC Steam versions all at once. So this is why it's not going to be out. Probably be out during the summer if they could probably get it out, get it done. But now they're working on PS4 and Xbox One versions, which would be great to see. Yeah, just lasers all over the place. Just kill them all. Oh, we ran out of money. Yeah, I think the Kickstarter, they also gave you pretty much all the DLC that was there for the previous games. The full game if, of the original one if you didn't have it. But yeah, it's a good thing they got that publishing deal worked out. Yeah, see that because of the laser, those guys are on fire for a little bit. Lose some of their health. So yeah, let's mess around with this command tower because it's something new. So this one made that little pad over there. This one made this over here. I guess it cost resources for that. I don't know if that's going to affect your score or anything. I would bet it would, because it's essentially assist. You start taking lasers, lasers, lasers. Lasers for everyone. Equal opportunity lasers. In this beta, they actually have achievements going already. So I earned a few just by beating the first level. First couple levels on normal. I haven't taken a look at the achievement list just to see what it was. Okay. Yeah, just busy over here with our lasers. And these aren't even really attacking anything. There we go. Up action over here. Yeah, so this is a really solid design. They come through here and just complete death march. Same up here. Now they got this all built out, which I couldn't do before because I just ripped right through all the enemies really quickly. Yeah, they don't let you block the path, so like here I couldn't just put something here just to completely screw them over. You gotta give the enemies at least a little chance. We'll upgrade that thing. We'll just go into complete fast forward mode. As I see where this is going, I have, you know, a really solid strategy going here. Let's go here and just upgrade towers. And so yeah, this checking in feature is something I've been wanting to do since I built this new PC a few months ago. And we're going to be taking a look at all of these in-progress games, whether they are, you know, early access, betas, alphas, preview builds, demos, and even stuff that's released will be on here. Stuff like free-to-play games, all that sort of stuff, where they continue to add substantial content after the game is released. You know, like Burnout Paradise got a bunch of huge updates, stuff like that. And so this is the first one. I've got at least one more in the works to do this weekend. Hopefully you guys will see both of them for Memorial Day. Yeah, that big guy managed to get one. This is where sort of you can get into dangerous spots. Now I got all these little guys coming around. This guy's obviously going to die. It's going to sort of do this fire bucket approach where enemy's going to die, pass it on to this other enemy who's got more health. It's all going to pile on. So I'm going to get these guys going. So this is the last wave, so it's a good thing there's nobody else going to be coming. Yep, dead. Dead. Okay. Yeah, these big guys have some stuff. Nothing too worrying. Man, we got most of our cores going around. That guy's going real fast. Yeah, nice and slow. Yeah, just walk to your death. It's okay. There we go. There we go. Ooh, and we got the highest medal too, right at the very end. This tower's like, yeah, dance time. Oh, we still got one more. Oh, okay. Now start dancing. Dance. Yeah. There we go, victory. Oh yeah, so, you know, I like that they give you lots of the stat stuff. Sort of show you, we did 454,000 points of damage. We kept all of our power cores, we built a lot of towers, upgraded a decent amount of them. Killed every single enemy. So yeah, that is Defense Grid 2. So far, this is just what they've got right now. As of, what is it, May 24th, May 25th? It's a late night one I'm doing. They got leaderboards. Nothing really big right now. Whoa, they got a lot more levels on here. Okay. You know, achievements, that'll pop up the Steam overlay. I don't want to do that. Yeah, 2 levels right now. They got the same sort of robot AI dude, sort of narrating, sort of as a part of the mission. They got, you know, these extra challenge versions of the levels, and difficulties, and all that stuff. So far, it looks really good. It's just, you know, it runs really well for me. I'm sure some people are having problems with it based on their unique setups, which is unfortunate, but you know, this game's not going to be out for probably another 4, 5, 6 months, so they got time to work out those bugs, and hopefully you're going to see a lot more added content. And yeah, I'll probably do another video of this, you know, once we start seeing some more stuff. Sort of show you guys what's going on with this game as it gets closer to release. So thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you guys again next time.